Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Yeah, this is not looking a very good day for YouTube. And you all probably know about what happened, so yeah. So essentially, for you guys who don't know, which I'm be surprised if you guys don't, basically, alright, here's what essentially went down when I first heard about this. Basically, I haven't been posting much up on YouTube. Like, I'm getting back into the algorithm. So essentially, I'll be returning back either tomorrow or Sunday or probably Monday. But at this kind of things, I might as well just come back Saturday. But when I did like the updated video, this was the thing that I ended up looking up and I was started becoming very curious about. But I didn't really took notice about it at first, but then I eventually took notice, and yeah, this did play a very big part. So here it is. When I did the updated video, essentially this ended up popping up with like, is this video made for kids? Regardless of your location, you're legally required to comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, aka COPPA, and or other laws. You're required to tell us whether your videos are made for kids. What's content made for kids? Yes, it's made for kids or not. Yeah, this ended up coming up when I was doing the update video. So, what does all this mean? Like, about what's going down, what's essentially going to happen up on YouTube and probably other platforms as well, which this is going to be a good guarantee it's going to go on other platforms. But there's been an article that's been posted about it, but we're going to get into detail about it right about here. So, alright. So, this is this document that came out essentially like, I don't know, a few days ago, which has been like one of the main topics. It was like an interview with like one of the members of the SFC, but it's for the FTC. So on what essentially went down with the FTC. Basically what happened is that this is now a survey that's going to be applying, which is going to start on January 1st, 2020. And this has a lot of people, and myself included, very concerned about what's going to happen to our channels and what's going to happen to YouTube. So, here's what the survey actually says. Determine whether a site is primarily directed to children 12 and under. This is what the FTC is trying to appeal to, is essentially making videos that are like young kids from like 12 to under. So essentially it's like a little kid, essentially. But here's how everything's going down. When a subject matter that is appealing to children, aka kids jokes, music, kids game, video/computer games, children's toy shows or stars, cartoon characters, sports, stories, toys, children's books, fantasies, children's arts and crafts, pets, and products primarily purchased or consumed by kids like snack food or cereal. In the language of the website, such as language that is simple enough to be understandable to children 12 and under, short, colorful descriptions, slang, and pop culture references or phrases, but still same thing mostly. But it has like kids sites may be identified, but such as kids only fun, free stuff, whatever, cool, duh, games, ask your parents, and so on and so forth. Whether the website uses visual content appealing to children, anime colors, bold or fast-moving graphics, or bright and vibrant colors. That's a lot to take to digest for anyone watching, and myself included, and a lot of other people, but here's essentially what all this means. Basically, you're aiming like, if you have like any of this thing, you're going to be aiming directly for kids. which is a very, I don't say like a big problem. I don't have a problem with kids watching my channel, but how they're gonna be adjusting this is a very big issue. So what's gonna happen? So, a lot of channels are gonna get hit by this. And this is where the consequences and what's gonna affect is going to happen with this basically document. So basically what happens is that we're gonna go back to where I had the image. Okay, so basically what happens is that if you were to market or aim this for kids, like essentially it's like we're gonna start off with we're gonna do the yes made for kids, but second. I was gonna say first, but we're gonna do it second because we're gonna talk about the no, because that's a very big deal as well with the yes. But the thing is, if you say like no, it's not made for kids, even if you put a disclaimer being like this is aimed for like 13 plus, like 13 plus people who essentially are like young teens, preteens, adults, grown-ups, and so on and so forth. The FTC is gonna look at this and just be like, no, this is aimed for kids, like not for adults. Because of that, you're gonna get fined about $40,000 to $42,000. That's a very big deal. You're essentially gonna be paying a very huge fine if you lie about it. And this goes for like anybody. And I haven't even gotten to the main topics essentially. This affects everybody. And now you're gonna be like, okay, why don't we say yes, it's made for kids. We could bypass all the fees. Great. But there's still another problem. If you do say yes, this is indeed made for kids, then here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna lose the comment section. You're gonna lose ad revenue. So people who are doing this for jobs, granted, I'm doing this more as a hobby, but anyone who's doing this for money as like a career, it's completely dead because of this, or they make a lot less out of YouTube. And 3, it doesn't come on your recommended tab, as in nobody will come to your channel when you post a video. Like in the recommended, was like, here's this video done by like, I don't know, PewDiePie. Nobody's gonna be clicking on that because it's not in the recommended tab because of the fact of these new law. That is what we're gonna be dealing with January 2020 once it starts, unless it makes a change. So, we haven't gone to our main topics, so let's move back onto here to what's essentially going to be hit. Alright. Basically, the list that's mostly stated is the fact that we're going to go all over them eachly, and we're going to see just how many people are going to get hit. So, let's start off with kids jokes, as in, most people say puns, like really bad funny puns. So any channel that does like fun puns, like be all fun, like fun puns, like it's puns. Kids love it. Aim for kids. Music, like if you put like a very popular like kids song, basically if you put like, I don't know, Justin Bieber's Baby, then kids love it, it gets hit. Kids games, video games, and computer games. As in anything with a video game. Like if it's like aimed for like kids, like if it's like, I don't know, like Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, like anything that's like aimed for kids, bam, gets directly hit because of this, because it's aimed for kids. Children's TV shows, if you post like, I don't know, clips of like cartoons, or you have like a cartoon character in your background, this is marketing for kids. So essentially, you get hit. Okay, the same thing. Sports. If kids love sports, it gets marketed for kids. Stories, as in like any sort of stories that appeal to kids, boom, gets hit. Toys, well, this one's gonna be like very interesting because basically anyone who does toys essentially gets completely forked. Like flat out forked. Like Ryan's World, he's completely screwed with this, just to admit to that. If he survives, then great. Children's books, essentially any children's books gets hit. Fantasies, kids love fantasies, they get hit. Children's arts and crafts, essentially anyone who loves that. Products primarily with food, cereal, with food and cereal, things like if you want to promote this brand new cereal, we're promoting that because that's aimed directly for kids. So essentially you get hit because of that. This ain't going to like all the other details too. Like there's more to this than it meets the eye. Essentially, this, like I said, this applies to everybody. Even if you're a kid, you'll get hit. And this is like a very big deal. Because it's even worse if a kid doesn't know about this. Like, it's easy to tell because they're kids. They're not going to pay attention to this kind of thing. So it's easy to tell that they're not going to know about this if they're going to get hit with like a $40,000, $42,000 because of this. Which is a really big deal. And that does show that they probably might live on the freaking streets. Like, they're gonna be living in the streets, or if their parents are gonna go to jail because they couldn't pay that amount because it's $40,000 to $42,000. I don't know, like, any YouTuber who actually gets that kind of money. I mean, maybe if you're PewDiePie, but I don't know how much PewDiePie gets off YouTube. So, for all I know, he probably gets pretty good amount. But even then, probably won't be paying like over millions of dollars just to post a video. Like, that's basically impossible. Oh look, I'm drinking water in a video. Is this aiming for kids? Like, am I marketing water for kids? So essentially, they're gonna look at this and be like, hey, you're marketing water. This is aiming for kids. You'll get hit. It's even worse when you also think that they don't take like context, like the tone of how everything goes. Like that's another thing. Like there's like channels who do like Pokemon, Mario, Zelda, who do like a lot of swearing. They say stuff like nigga a lot. There's a lot of like swearing. But the thing is, look, it's Pikachu, and I'm sorry if it's like fading out. Me screen all, but I'm trying to get it to the best I can. But it's Pikachu. Look at this. Even if you were to have like, I don't know, guns, violence, like there's a Pokemon game that has like shooting at it, like it has like blood and gore and all that. That doesn't matter because you have Pikachu. He's a cute electric mouse Pokemon. Kids love Pikachu. They love him a lot, or her. Basically, this is aimed for kids. Even if it's like violence and sex and all that, this is aimed for kids. Essentially, you get hit. It even gets worse when, okay, I don't know how they're gonna handle if someone were to break these rules, like someone would come up and break them, and it's like how they're gonna hit it. Granted, I don't think I'll be hit because why would they pick me as like a primary target if I'm like a low timer when there are like plenty more people who have like more subs over me? So, but I don't want anyone to get hit. But once someone does get hit, this does actually play a very big part and people are gonna start jumping ship. But this is another big thing which I gotta talk about. Essentially, you're gonna be like, why can't you just aim it for kids, like, or just jump ship? Like, that's a big thing. Why don't you just jump ship from YouTube and go to, like, Twitch? Easier said than done, because this ain't one of YouTube's copyright things. This ain't something that YouTube did. This is an actual government law. The government did this. The FTC did it. The high ups, basically. So essentially, yes, YouTube did end up paying the very big fee, so you could argue it did actually play a big part to why this happened. But even then, this is playing a very big part. Because, like I said, this is a law. This is gonna go to, like, other channels. This is going to, like, other websites. Twitch is gonna be next. I can guarantee you guys, Twitch is going to be next. The only reason we're going with YouTube first is because it's very popular. It's the most popular video making site on this whole platform. We're gonna hit YouTube first, then we're gonna go after Twitch. Very easy to tell what's going to happen. Essentially, no website is safe, and no channel is basically safe at this point. And like I said, it either goes one or two ways. Either you market this for kids, your channel is dead, or don't market it for kids, and essentially you're paying very huge fees. Which again, I can't even pay that amount. My parents probably couldn't even pay that amount. Definitely can't. I don't know anybody who would basically have, like, the money to actually pay for that. That is a ton. They'll go to jail or lose their houses, all because they posted, like, a fun Pokemon video or a fun, like, Kirby video. And like I said, this hurts, like, video game players, anime reviewers, cartoon reviewers, essentially anything that does, like, kid toy reviewers, essentially anybody who reviews, like, kid stuff, not like quote-unquote kid stuff, even if it's, like, inappropriate for kids, they'll still look at it as something for kids. Oh god, hentai. Oh no, I'm thinking hentai right now. They're just gonna look at that and be like, this is animated. It's the aim for kids, even though it's bloody hentai. Hentai is nowhere near kids level, like nowhere close. It gets hit. But it's how they're gonna be doing it. And here's the thing. I do think they're gonna go after the big YouTubers first, like someone like PewDiePie. I think they're gonna go after someone like him first, in order to make, like, an example. PewDiePie doesn't deserve to lose his channel, but they're gonna use him as a big example, as basically of this new law that's going to be coming to fruition once January 1st comes around. Essentially, everybody's getting hit. Everybody. And this is not looking very good, because this leads into a lot of problems with not just for three demographics. It's gonna hurt the content creators, it's gonna hurt the viewers, and it's gonna hurt their kids. Like, the kids, oh god. When you have something like, I don't know, like, I won't say Call of Duty, because kids love Call of Duty, so it's gonna get hit. But if it's something like, I don't know, like adult, like sex, whatnot, like very inappropriate things that shouldn't be aimed for kids, they're gonna be allowed past this because they're not aimed for kids. But they'll be more in the recommended version, so because of that, they'll get more recognized as in very inappropriate things that aren't made for kids are going to be more recommended to them. Essentially, this is not helping your cause. This is making it even worse. doesn't help the fact that there are going to be plenty of channels, like there are plenty of channels currently who made like videos aimed for teens to adults because that's like the big targeting demographic. Appealing to everybody, it's not going to be a big case. Like, you have to appeal to a certain demographic. And people like my content and plenty of others essentially aim us for like teens, middle schoolers, and adults. Because that's like the bigger, higher ups to appeal to. But if you're trying to market this for kids, I don't have a problem with kids watching my channel. Like, I don't have a problem if like an 8, 9-year-old loves like my Pokemon videos like someone else's. But the issue is, hitting a channel because of its marketing for kids, even though your main targeted demographic is teens to up, is really disheartening for content creators and people who want to have dreams to be up on YouTube. Because I've seen comments of people who want to have YouTube, start doing YouTube videos as like a career, a dream. All those dreams are being shattered because of this. And this definitely does need to change. Like, flat out. If it doesn't change, this platform is gonna be dead. Twitch is gonna be dead. Every site is gonna be dead because of this. So, what to do? Alright. So here's what the comments, like regulations, go. I'm gonna link this down in the description below. I'm gonna link the document in the description below as well. But you can comment this and send it to the FTC. This is gonna be active until December 9th. So if you guys really want to help support these channels to help stop this whole thing from happening, then leave a comment to the FTC, show them why our channels basically matter and why this shouldn't happen. And don't swear, don't do like any like inappropriate things, don't send death threats, that's another thing. Don't send death threats to them, because this ain't gonna solve anything. Death threats, violence ain't gonna solve anything. Do it in a reasonable manner. It's a reasonable and very nice manner. And also, here are the Federal Trade Commission ones. All these are also going to be linked in the description below as well. Essentially, we have actually attracted like 2 of them. Noah and Christine over here. Both of them essentially have commented about the whole YouTube incident, so we got their attention. But Joseph, Rohit, and Rebecca, at the time of this recording, they haven't said anything about YouTube. So they probably might say it like later on, but at the time of this recording, they haven't, so that might happen later on in the future. But we just have to hope and pray. I'm going to link this in the description as well. There's also a petition going on, which essentially has about this whole incident. So I'm also going to link the petition in the description below. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have pretty low faith within petitions, because I believe petitions mostly don't work, but at times it does actually work, and we have to hope and pray that the petition actually does work. So yeah, hey guys, post-production AubreyTendo here. So after I finished recording the video, I ended up thinking of 2 more additional things in order to add to this topic. First off, I am aware that kids actually do lie about their age. There are times where a kid who's like 9 or 10 years old will lie to say that they're like 22, 23 years old in order for them to meet their role models or talk to their role models and so on and so forth. Yes, I'm aware about that, but at the same time, this ain't how you address it. Like, kids are always gonna find a way to worm their way into this. Like, it's always gonna happen. If you mostly want to blame someone, you basically have to blame the parents. And when you say blame the kid, he's a kid. Obviously, they probably don't know better. And their parents probably are like in their kitchen or in their room, or sleeping for that matter, who should pay attention to what their kid is doing. Because if they find out that their kid is doing this, then this is going to lead into it will lead to problems with the parents' case. But unfortunately, it's going to be affecting the content creators who basically post that video or talk to that person because they're probably unaware that they're kids. And yes, even if kids were to watch, like, I don't know, Pokemon or so, then that's perfectly fine. But like I said, we have targeted demographics who are essentially what we're geared to. So that's what we mostly focus on. And two, before you guys say, I'm making this video because views, I'm like a low timer basically. No. Hell, to be honest, I don't even think this video is gonna ever be popular. But I'm still gonna be doing it anyways. Why? Because I care for this platform. I care about doing videos despite how trash my schedule is. I still actually care about doing this platform. So I love doing videos and I don't want it to stop ever. And I do believe any YouTuber who's like the higher tier, the medium tier, and the lower tier, if you're afraid of doing this, please speak up about it. Speak up. Let your voices be known. Let the FTC know about what's going on. Thank you. Oh man, this is a very big deal. This is hurting like everybody. It's hurting my channel. I'm afraid about what's gonna happen to my channel. I'm afraid despite this low-comer, I do believe they might have potential to hit my channel. No channel is like safe. And if I were to make all my videos like appeal to kids, like the young kids, essentially I'm gonna be losing all my comments. I'm gonna be also, you can lose your I think you also lose your notification bell. You lose playlists. You lose the recommended. No one would come to your channel. Your channel would be dead, like flat out dead. So yeah, this hurts everybody, and it's gonna be effective once January 1st, 2020 comes around. And I'm very concerned that both my channel and everyone else's channel who put so much hard work and effort into doing these videos that they love to do is essentially get incredibly hurt. If you guys do want to help and support, spread this video, spread every other video about this, because this is a very big deal. And by the end of once January 2020 comes around, I don't think YouTube and Twitch might not last very long at this kind of situation. Unless we get an update about what's going on, YouTube and Twitch are going to be unfortunately dead.